Hi YouTube, Mrwhosetheboss here, and I finally received the brand new 3DS XL before the official release date in the UK. It was from 365games.com, and for some reason they managed to get the Australia stock in early. So this new 3DS has the C-Stick, which is actually a double joystick, which is, seriously been wanted by a lot of 3DS fans. It obviously has extra large screens, the same size as the original 3DS XL, and super stable 3D. So this is basically apparently going to use the camera on the front of the 3DS to augment the 3D picture so that you should theoretically be able to see it from a much wider angle. So we've also had the switch to micro SD card, which means that you cannot directly transfer your SD card from your original 3DS or 3DS XL. So it's going to be a little bit of a hindrance, which means you're going to have to use either Wi-Fi transfer or do it via the PC. I think I'm probably going to go for Wi-Fi because that just sounds a hell of a lot more convenient. So one thing I also noticed is how small the box is. So this obviously doesn't include a charger, but even then they've done some pretty good compacting because this is really quite a nice, neat little package. So inside, I don't think it's anything else too exciting. We've got the AR cards, as you can see, and these are the exact same received with the original 3DS. Then we have a couple of instruction manuals. Now, I think one of them is tailored to the brand new 3DS, which probably shows you some of the nifty new features and things you can do. And yeah, it's in all color, which is nice to see. So yeah, that's good stuff. Not that I'll be reading it or anything like that, but I think that this is intended for people who had the previous 3DS and probably are trying to switch. So let's just take a look at the console itself. Now, I have to say it looks pretty big. Same thing I said when I saw the original 3DS XL, and this one shouldn't be any larger. However, the design has changed slightly, and they've gone for a slightly more classy look. And first impressions, wow, I really like it. So it is a glossy finish, which I didn't know that, so I don't know why they've gone for glossy. I have to say it looks more premium than the original, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a hindrance the more I get to use it. You've noticed that the stylus placement has changed, and it slots out fairly smoothly, but it's a little bit, I don't know, it seems like a little bit of an awkward position. You have to sort of change your grip to take the stylus out. Game card has also moved, and the power button as well. So there's been a lot of sort of minor changes with this device. It's not a major overhaul, but just lots of small refinements. Things like the button placement, button design, and even the button, sort of the travel of the buttons, that's also been adjusted. So hopefully these changes will be for the better. In my full review I'll obviously go into a lot more detail about that, but for now I kind of like it. You notice that the volume slider has also gone onto the side, and the volume has also been increased by about 20%. So that's a good boost. The ones on the original 3DS XL I found to be perfectly fine, but apparently they weren't as loud as the ones on the 3DS. Now this C-Stick feels kind of, not great. To be honest, it doesn't feel like a proper joystick, and I can't imagine it being a full substitute for something like the Circle Pad Pro. Having said that though, being built into the console, I'm guessing the developers will ensure that it feels comfortable to use in the game it's used in. Now we also have two new shoulder buttons, and these feel pretty nice. Considering the frame they've managed to fit them in, they're about as comfortable as I imagined they'd be. So yeah, it's pretty good. They don't feel quite like console ones, but Nintendo have really done a good job in here. And as well as that, they've also improved the CPU. Now this is going to be good for future-proofing, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what comes out of this. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.